Good stuff. How are you, Tanisha?
I'm good. I'm in Greece. Can't complain.
I was going to say.
I'm on holiday.
Jealous?
Jealous. Whereabouts in Greece are you?
My internet's not great there. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Hey there, guys. Nice evening from Highgate studio. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Paul.
That's a good inning. So we have a number of challengers online with us already tonight. So listen, let's kick off. Thank you so much all for dialing in. Good to see you all. Interestingly, a lot of people on the screen are looking a little bit thinner around the face than they were 6 weeks ago. So we wanted to talk this evening as a bit of a celebration of the results that a whole bunch of people have achieved over the last 45 days. And this is F45 Highgate's first challenge. So it was the first time for us and for the trainers going through this. I think for a lot of you guys that went through the challenge, it was also the first time. And this felt like a really important 6-week challenge because a lot of us came out of the lockdown. We probably ate quite poorly during lockdown, put on a bit more weight, had a bit more fluff around the middle area, hadn't got very fit. And those that had got fit had probably lost a bunch of strength while we were all in the lockdown. So amazingly, we had almost 30 odd people sign up, including some of our own team of trainers who had signed up at the beginning. And if you remember the mad scrum going into our little room off the back of the blue track, getting the detailed body scans at the beginning of the challenge. So myself and David tonight wanted to celebrate pretty much all the people that completed the challenge. And a little bit of a clue is there was more people that had signed up at the beginning of the challenge than ended the challenge for lots of good reasons. Life gets in the way. People had to go and travel. People had work commitments. People had family commitments, test and trace, and all this good kind of stuff got in the way. But we have lots of really good results. We're not going to talk about people's personal results. I promise you. So we're not going to dig anybody out, or we're not going to embarrass anybody too much. We might embarrass some people on this call. But everyone who's on this call that I can see has completed the challenge, and everyone should be immensely proud of what they have achieved. So I'm going to try to share our screen and take you through a few things. So hopefully this is going to work okay for us. So a couple of numbers for you. And over the challenge, we have challenger achievements. And pretty much everyone, when they came in and had the first consultation with David, you know, had said, I want to lose weight, I want to add a bit of muscle, I want to get a bit stronger, I want to eat a bit better. So basically everyone was looking at body fat reduction. Everybody pretty much wanted to get muscle mass growth. Everyone wanted to improve the visceral fat, which is a really important point, and we need to educate ourselves more about that. And also had various nutrition goals. There's a couple of numbers here. 33. So we had 33 people in total do a body scan with us in the first week that we opened the door to do the body scans. Which apparently, according to some other F45 studios, is quite a big number. At the end of it, if we take out the trainers, take out myself and Lisa, so if we take out our own team, and the number of people who had then completed and had done a body scan as of end of play Sunday, we had 15, which is still pretty good. The other numbers there, 43. I'm trying to remember what exactly is 43. 43 is our team away, and Tanisha and Tommy can have a giggle about this one, but the screen behind us at the reception area would flick through a number of different things, and one of the screens that would show, actually there was 5 screens that would show, is a league table for during the challenge, who had attended the most number of times. there was a little bit of gentle-ish competition going on outside of our trainers and our own team that had a slight advantage here. I think the highest that one of the members had recorded was 43 attendances in 45 days. I mean, that's just nuts. Now, a few nuts people were doing double sessions. I'm not going to dig anyone out there, Tanisha, but there was some pretty serious stuff going on and a hell of a commitment. 54, and if I could show you somewhere, 54, if you got 7 dogs, if we had 7 of these, there she goes, 7 of these, or 2.5 black kettlebells, or 2.5 large slam balls, is the amount of body fat that was burnt by the people that had completed the challenge, which is an insane amount, 54 kilograms of fat. It's not the total body weight because people generally put on a bit of muscle mass, but the amount of body fat, 54 kilos. And when we divided that out, that's an average of 3.5 kilograms per person in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, like that's insane when we calculate that out. So we continue a little bit, and just to personalize this a little bit, just so you know what I was doing. So I talked to you at the very first bit, what I had done. I had a number of goals, and I hit 6 of my 7 goals. The second goal in there, the one that's trying to strain with the dumbbells, I hit 2 out of the 3 of that. Didn't quite hit one of them, but that's okay. So for the most part, I'd done pretty well. I reduced my body weight. I increased a little bit of the muscle mass, and my body fat had reduced a bit. So I was happy about all those. And importantly, the visceral fat went down from level 4 to level 3. So I'm pretty impressed and pleased with myself, if I must say, with what I'd done. And a big thanks to the trainers who kicked my ass as well during that 6 weeks to make sure that I had achieved the goals that I had set out. So if we were to jump over, I'm going to ask David to go through here. I'm quite keen to pick out a number of individuals who had completed the challenge, and we're not going to talk about your stats and the numbers, but we do want to call out, and we do have a little quote beside everyone, which is actually going to be a certificate, an F45 challenge certificate that we're going to get printed up and give to you with a little thank you from us for everyone who has completed the challenge. So perhaps, David, if I hand over to you, and I'll flick through the names for you when you tell me.
Of course, thank you, Paul. First of all, I just want to say a massive well done to everybody who's completed the challenge. It was amazing. As a coach, for me to come into the studio every day, you made my job worthwhile. You smiling at the door before we even came in was absolutely amazing for me. So a massive thank you, first and foremost. And then I just want to do a few congratulations as we go through. And if any of the other trainers want to chip in with anything, feel free to. So I think we've awarded who we think are the winners of the challenge, but also want to keep it nice and lighthearted and give some stupid little awards as well. So this first one is the Gary. I want to look at him while I'm saying this. Let me click through. I think there's quite a few people now. Gary, can you see me? So I think even myself included was getting confused between where 4, 5, and 6 was on the screen. But Gary always seems to have his hands around the wrong way. He's like, David, what's this on the screen?
Cheers, mate. Yeah, I am blind.
Besides that, you had absolutely fantastic results. I think you even surprised yourself when we jumped on the scales at the end. So amazing. Congratulations. I think it's the motivation you needed to keep going as well. But yeah, just a fun little one. Struggling to see the screen at times, weren't you? Not least after that weekend on the beers.
Yeah, exactly. That was a tough one.
Very well done, mate.
Cheers. Thanks, David.
Yeah, good going, Gary. Amazing achievement and great intensity and commitment every session. Good job.
Thanks.
There's a few close calls in this as well, as you'll see as we go through. You're up for another award. Dia, absolutely amazing achievement what you've seen over the last week. I think you must have been up there with one of the top contenders on that Lionheart board, and I know the competition got really, really big with you and Drew, which is good. We like to see that. We like to see that competition. But surprisingly to all of us, you just seem to keep the same facial expression the whole way through the workout. you came in looking the same and ending the same, but the Lionheart results were so different. So we were all astounded how you were getting these massive points on the board and seeing such amazing results. And it didn't look like it even seemed to test you. So that's our challenge as trainers. Next challenge is to try and make you look like you're working hard, and we can even get better.
And we have to try to get you into the 70s club. What, 69.9 points last time?
Yeah. Next challenge.
One thing I will say about that, and we've had a little chat as trainers, I think it's really good that we're going to hit those points on the board, but our priority is for you guys to train as well as you can, making sure that you're super safe, working out efficiently. So don't be too concerned about the numbers. As you get fitter, those numbers are harder to hit. So although we want to see you hit hard numbers, it's a great motivator. It isn't the be all and end all, and you've seen that with your results. So again, a massive congratulations. You've done absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. A little inside joke between anybody that doesn't know. I don't know why, and I think it was down to me. I heard Derv say his name was Derv when he first introduced himself to me. And consequently, I called him Derv for 3 weeks until the challenge started. And when we went to go for the check-ins, he was like, I need to stop you here. My name's actually Drew. Like Groove, it's Drew. So most likely to get his name wrong. I think I started it, but we're all calling you Derv for a while. So first of all, apologies about that. Second of all, glad we got the right name. And again, I mean, as I said earlier, I think Deer has been your massive motivation throughout it. It's been amazing seeing not only the competition, but also you two coming in every day, same time, different stations, absolutely smashing it. And again, it's been an absolute pleasure to coach you both.
No. Yeah, I would add into that as well, Drew, that incredible intensity every time you come in, pushing yourself, trying to lift heavier. And the stats that you recorded, not to share with everyone, but the stats that you have is amazing. The body fat loss, you got to go and get a new wardrobe, man.
No, you're right. I mean, because we've been working from home. The first time I wore my work shirt again, I realized it needs to go in the bin immediately. So I've definitely dropped a size. So yeah, but thanks to you guys. And Dia started calling me Derv as well for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
It's a new name.
Excellent. Right, Niall Mullins, where is he? A good friend of mine, but I'm going to treat him as a member all the same. You've absolutely smashed it over this challenge period. Even though he did start the challenge off by posting curry and beers into the group, I didn't think he was going to take it that seriously, but you've absolutely smashed it, man. And I want to go and say he's got a big commute to come into the studio, so it's a big commitment. And that doesn't go unnoticed at all. All absolutely love having you in the studio, bring lots of energy, as well as smashing the workouts. But sometimes when you don't want to do the exercise, you just change it to push-ups and you just start bashing them out profusely.
And keep the heart rate up, that's why. I hate lunges. I hate those jumping lunges. They're not there. So when they come on, just press ups.
So one of Niall's goals before the challenge was to get big arms, to get lots of girls. So I think that's why he started to do that.
The arms might have worked, but the girls just no.
No, but seriously,
No
it's been
improvement.
amazing. And again, another contender for hitting that 70 points. You put it all in when you come into the studio. It's amazing to see. And I do give you a lot of stick, but you keep up with it. So very well done, mate.
Cheers, Key.
Good job.
Holly, where is she? Let me look at her. We think you're half human, half robot, Holly, because you just seem to absolutely smash the weights when you come in. She's got no off button. So Holly, me, most likely to be a machine on the inside. We've not only seen you drop your body fat, drop your visceral fat, you're lifting blacks at times. It's been absolutely unreal to see your transformation. And yeah, a massive well done. It's amazing seeing you and Katie at the door every morning. They're on time every day. In fact, you were late today for the first time ever. And I was like, what's they're not turning up.
It's off challenge, it's fine.
It was 6 a.m. in
Doesn't
fairness.
count.
We'll let you off for that one. But no, yeah,
Thanks, guys.
I mean, amazing coaching you, listening to cues and techniques. Your form is amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing job for the last 6 weeks. And I'm sure it's going to continue.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Pleasure. Right, Katie. Least likely to look angry or upset during a workout. I think you're the most happy person in the world, even at 6 a.m. Me standing at the top of the gun in your head, you're just smiling away. You just seem to get on with the workout. You take it your own intention.
I'm actually dying.
You
Yeah,
don't
you're
hear the
dying.
onslaught of swearing words afterwards.
But for somebody who came in, I mean, your fitness levels weren't as good as they should have been at the start, and you've absolutely smashed it. You've improved massively week on week, and hopefully it's been the motivation you need to continue doing it. So again, fantastic job. I feel like I'm a broken record at the minute, but honestly, everybody who's done the challenge is really committed to it, and it's been amazing to see all around.
Yeah, if I could
Thank
just
you.
add there, David, as well. I mean, these two girls, Holly and Katie, I mean, you might not know it because you see yourselves every day and you look in the mirror, but I mean, to myself and the team, we can see the transformation that you've already began to have. I mean, you can see definition in your arms and in your legs, and I think you're a great inspiration to to many of us what you guys are doing. So amazing job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You can go back to drinking a few beers now until the next.
We will.
Ellie, where is she? She's online, isn't she? So Ellie has absolutely smashed this period, and I'm so pleased to have you in the studio. But you're nearly making it in before us. You've been one of the most committed to making it to the 6 a.m.s in the morning. I think you've beat me in before. Amazing commitment.
Oh, thank you. I've really enjoyed it.
Have you?
I can't turn my camera on for some reason. I don't know how to do it.
No, it's been amazing. I mean,
I would add in as well. Ellie is a great example, and probably will make her blush a little bit with this. But for someone who was maybe a little bit nervous or shy coming in at the very beginning of the studio, she comes in now, smashes the workouts, hammers her way through it, is quite the pro on it now. So it's fantastic to see the progress, Ellie, that you're making, and I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you, really do. But again, quite an inspiration.
Thank you, everyone. That was really like all you guys are really supportive. It's lovely. I really enjoy coming.
good. And we got you doing burpees, Ellie. Took a little bit of persuasion, but we got there in the end.
Only just.
No, honestly, I'm so excited to see where you're going to be in the next 6 weeks' time and even further along. So, yeah, absolutely amazing what you've done.
Oh, thank you.
Tanisha. Yes. A woman after my own heart. I love seeing people come into the studio hungover and still smash a workout out. And that's exactly what Tanisha's done on the rare occasion. But you have been very fully committed to it. And I've also absolutely loved the competition between you and Tommy. And I know he's not best pleased about where he ended, but it is good seeing that competition in the studio. I think it's great motivation to see him competing against people. He's one of our trainers, and you're sticking well up there with him.
And who was that at the end, David? I can't remember. Who was it?
Let's go over to Tommy. I can't remember either.
Me.
Guys.
I need to wipe the floor with me. Well done, Tanisha. Fully deserved.
No. And just to get back a bit more serious, Tanisha, your transformation has been amazing over the last 6 weeks. Having the confidence to post those pictures up as well, massive well done to you. And also, it helps our studio. It's a good proof point for what you can actually do when you commit to something. So, well done, first of all. Thank you for being brave enough to put those on there. And the results are absolutely amazing. You've dropped things in all the right places. So you should be definitely pleased. And I hope you enjoy it.
My bikini's not saying that, David.
No, it definitely is.
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
I would add in as well. I mean, Tanisha's commitment, aside from the workouts and doing a couple of double sessions, which, by the way, we don't often recommend to other people, by the way, but that dedication to the nutrition plan and clean eating, for the most part, was pretty good. And if anybody doesn't follow Tanisha's Instagram, it's one of my favorite Instagram followings. It's hilarious and inspirational as well. So keep up the good work, Tanisha.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate
You're
it.
not still in Heathrow, are you, Tanisha?
No, I'm not in Heathrow, thank God. I'm on my balcony in Greece, so I can't complain. But see, I'm even committed to this. I could be out drinking right now.
Well, you must in a minute. You look a great colour.
I know, I'm really, really done. It's great. Thank you.
Hector, where is he? Here he is. The absolute machine. You were a contender with Holly for this, actually. We thought you were a machine inside. I remember, I hope this doesn't embarrass you, you coming in for your first session, you did a Hollywood and left halfway through, and now you're hitting nearly 70 points on the Hollywoods week in, week out. absolutely smashing it. So we've given you the accolade of most likely to break the lion heart, because you seem to just smash the points every single time you come in. But it's not even just having a high heart rate. We see the intensity and the work rate you put in. You really are smashing it again, going from weights to weights to weights and absolutely smashing those cardio thresholds. I think you are one of the biggest fitness improvements we've seen. So massive well done, and long may it continue.
Yeah, that's another man who's going to need a new wardrobe as well. Definitely.
Yeah, thanks. It's great, guys. Thank you.
Kitty, most likely to get distracted by a dog during a workout. Where is she? There she is. We were debating whether it's you that gets distracted or us that gets distracted when Zeus comes in.
Well, he loves it when I'm doing push-ups, and he just comes at the worst possible time.
He's trying to
One of
help
the most
you.
handsome dogs as well that you will ever see.
Yes,
Exactly.
I agree.
No, what I think's been amazing about your transformation is that you've shown that you can do it sort of as a hybrid. You've been working out online, you've been coming into the face-to-face sessions, and I think the results speak for themselves. You've been fully committed to it, working out at home. When you've had the chance to come into the studio, you've absolutely smashed it. And I know weights isn't something you're very comfortable with, but when you come in, you test it, you give it a go yourself, and you've got real confidence in doing it. And I think the results speak for themselves. What you managed to do, working out at home and also the odd sessions in the studio, it's amazing. I think you're a great proof point that you can really have that balance between the two and make some good progress. Very well done.
Absolutely.
Hannah Hills, I don't think she's on, is she? Is Hannah here? We're going to give her a shout out anyway. So Hannah has absolutely smashed this period, as everybody has, but I feel like we pick on her a little bit. Every time she's training on her own, it's a chance for one of the trainers to jump in beside her and just keep her going. I think she secretly likes it. We've been absolutely beasting her to the point where we now target her. She's on her own in a station. We're like, come on, Hannah, let's do it. Working out with her. And I mean, again, absolutely fantastic results at the end of this. For somebody to start on such a good score already, just the commitment she's had to the studio, putting the work rate in. And also, again, this isn't just about body composition. It's not about burning fat. It's about bringing energy into the studio. It's about testing yourself. It's about strength. It's about everything. And we really are trying to build a community here, and we've got the start of a really good one. I just feel like all of you, as well as Hannah, have been fundamental to building that out. So a massive thank you.
Yeah, I would add into that, David, as well. I know that Hannah had just changed her jobs just at the very beginning of the challenge. So to go through that whole stress, and she'd also just moved up into the Hampstead area as well. So all that stress, all that change, comes in every day and does the workout and just hammers it severely, and gives all of us an absolute run for the money. Quite an incredible lady, actually, and she started at such an athletic starting point. So you already see improvements over 6 weeks. Again, there's a real testament to that dedication. So inspirational, again, I keep using that word, but it really is.
I don't think my vocabulary is good enough to be able to change the words for everybody. It sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but it really is amazing to see everybody. So Sheldon, another one I don't think is online. We've given him most likely to come to a class despite having an injury. So Sheldon's been riddled with injuries but testament to his commitment to the studio. He's come in. I've absolutely beasted him in a session which was completely different from what anybody else was doing. He didn't have use of, I think, one of his legs in his hand. So he put sort of like a hybrid session together, and he didn't moan about it at all. He just got on with it. And he's also seen some really good results despite the injuries. He hasn't been able to train properly. I think he's really taken grasp of his nutrition. And yeah, amazing seeing him come in the studio, and he's a real good laugh as well. So yeah, well done, Sheldon, if and when you see this message.
Absolutely. One of the best hairdressers in our community as well, by the way, if anyone's interested. But yeah, also, and Sheldon will know what I mean, with his story and his background, it's very impressive, the commitment and the energy that he's brought in here. So amazing effort, and I certainly hope he continues that journey.
Caroline, most likely to be dancing during a class. Oh, Twinkle Toes over there.
I like that one.
Oh, I'm going to let you do the honours of this one.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not prepared.
Yeah, Tommy, tell me how great I am.
Do I look in Caroline's eyes, or do I look at the camera?
I know, Caroline, you've been absolutely brilliant. It's been fantastic to be able to train you as a trainer. It's nice that even though obviously we're a couple, Caroline takes the classes seriously, listens to our instructions from the coaching staff, which is great. And the improvements that we've seen over your form has been fantastic. Energy that you bring to class is brilliant. And I feel very proud to call you my other half to come in and represent the router side in our studio.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thanks. I'm blushing.
I've also heard the word body goals and inspiration chucked around the studio as well. So you're doing something right.
Oh, well, thank you guys. I really enjoy coming and love being trained by you all. So yeah, looking forward to the next 6 weeks, see what happens.
Good stuff.
Keep up the good work, Caroline. If we promise to keep playing Spice Girls, hopefully you'll keep coming back in as frequently as you have been doing.
Oh, 100%. You need to keep up those fantastic playlists. I love it.
Spice Girls is Jamie's contribution, so we thank him for that.
Lydia, another one who's not on, but most likely to sing out loud when a George Michael tune comes on. We've secretly found out that she absolutely loves George Michael, and now we slip it in every now and then just so we can see her singing her heart out, normally while she's stretching on the floor. Again, another one. So this is Sheldon's missus. Absolutely smashed it to both of them. Again, full commitments coming into the studio. Again, has had a bit of trouble with injuries, but again, had results moving in the right direction despite the injuries that she's had. And yeah, they're a great couple that bring lots of energy to the studio, and it's been amazing to coach them.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully a start of a really good productive journey that we go together with Lydia and with Sheldon. So very, very good work so far.
Hobin, most elegant on the rowing machine. So what I love about Tobin is he comes in, he gets his head down, and he absolutely smashes it out. His scores on the in-body machine, not to embarrass him that he's here, are ridiculous. They are some of the highest we've seen in the studio. And yeah, absolutely blows me away when he gets in the rower. He absolutely smashes the rowing machine out. His form's getting better and better every time he comes in, and he's set himself a goal, and he's pretty much hit it on the head, and he's using that motivation to continue coming. So yeah, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves with this one.
Yeah, I would agree. And David, if I can say, on behalf of the very young, middle-aged segment that comes into our studio, warms my heart to see what Tobin's doing. Quite incredible. I mean, this is one strong, fit man, and his results are a huge testament to all the effort that he's putting in. So fantastic job. And if anyone kind of doubts their own machine and how elegant he is, if you have a look on the stories tonight, you'll see good evidence of that.
Chris Hyatt. So Chris, I really like what Chris came in with, and he was one of the only people that came in and set himself goals that were nothing to do with body composition or diet or anything. He came in and he'd acknowledged that he wasn't very strong in a plank. So what we try to do at the start of these challenges is set smart, measurable, achievable, realistic targets. So next time, if you do want to do the next challenge, I think this was a little bit of a test for us to know how to go onto it next time. We're going to be setting a lot more measurable goals that are specific to stuff. And I think Chris actually came in and set the goal for himself that we've now taken on the approach to doing. So I think it's MCATS finishes with a 2-minute plank. He came in and admitted himself that he's absolutely diabolical at it. So he took it on himself to try and improve his plank during this period, as well as other strength movements. And I think this is something we should encourage. If you don't want to stretch at the end and you want to use that 2 or 3 minutes to do a plank or practice something else, this is something we definitely want to do for the next challenge. So I think well done to Chris for being the benchmark for what we're going to do in the future. So it's a good one. Most likely to be doing a plank during the cool down. I think, Tommy, did he do it with you the other day?
He did. We had the whole studio involved. We put it out to the group, said who wants to do the plank. And Caroline actually first hand up said, yeah, she'll support him. And then the whole studio joined in and we all busted out 2-minute plank together and he got it. So he was absolutely buzzing with it.
Well, there we go. He's the reason for the community in the studio on that night. So again, another great thing that's bringing everybody together as well as helping him achieve his goal. So yeah, love that.
Super. So we get to the main event after embarrassing most people on this call. We actually have some prizes. It's hard times at the minute for everybody. We're a new studio as well. But given the amount of effort and the amount of hard work everyone's been putting in, we wanted to give a little something back and give a little bit of a, a token of our appreciation for the work, and again, the inspiration that the teams and the people have all put in. So everyone who participated in this challenge will get a little bag from us with a different kind of t-shirt. The bag and the t-shirt will have F45 on, it'll have a little slogan in the back of it. You'll see that when you come into the studio soon. And we'll also have a little certificate with your name on it with that little slogan as evidence that you survived and got through this challenge with us. We have went through as a team, everyone who participated in the challenge, and we had quite a lengthy and occasionally quite direct debate about who we felt was the male and the female winners. We looked at everyone's results and we tried to calculate out the percentage of body fat loss, muscle mass gain, visceral fat, but we also looked at other measures that was very important to us as a studio. Contribution into the community, the amount of effort that people would put in when they come into the studio, achieving of the various goals. For example, not everyone's goals were particularly related to body composition. So we tried to balance all of these things and come up with a collective view to determine who we felt was our male and our female winners. And we're only got one male and one female winner because, I mean, everyone is a winner and everybody wins. And hopefully you should all be incredibly proud of the results that you have. So for the male and female winners, we have a £200 voucher each for the Gaucho Hampstead restaurant up in Hampstead Village. Very nice place to go to. It's within our community. And the idea there is, I mean, it's up to you if you want to take along yourself. Nobody else go for it. £200 is a lot to get through. But what we're hoping is you'll take a significant other or significant others with you as a bit of a gesture for the work and the effort that you put in over the past 45 days. Maybe you've been very clean eating. Maybe you haven't been out drinking with your friends and family or what have you. So hopefully you'll be able to involve them in celebrating what you have won. So let's click into this and see who our winners were. Female winner, Dia. Congratulations, Dia. So I am going to embarrass Dia a little bit, and I hope you don't mind these photographs, but anyway, we tried to take a few discreet ones of you today. Yourself and Drew, and I have to say this, both of you guys done 32 days in a row, basically from the August bank holiday all the way until the end of the challenge on Wednesday. These guys came every single day without fail. Absolutely insane. It's a hell of an effort. Dia, when we calculated out, had a 5% reduction in total weight, but it's a 23% reduction in body fat mass, a 4% increase in the muscle mass. I mean, you can tell just by looking at just quite a transformation in 6 weeks. And a very important point as well, reduced her visceral fat level by 2 points, which is really important. You think around the fat around, the central organs. This is something that we all need to be much more aware of, and that's an incredible result. And her in-body score, which is a combination of the body fat versus the muscle mass relative to your peer group, increased by a massive 6 points. It's a huge effort, huge commitment. Always got a smile on her face, always has a great attitude, no matter how difficult it is. And that drive and commitment to keep pushing herself and driving herself was an incredible effort. So we're so proud of you, Dia. So proud of you. Well done.
Thank you, guys. I really like coming in and training with all of you every day. It's like my favorite thing to do in the morning, and I love the 7 a.m. class and everyone in it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, and of course we had to take a photograph with a nice F45 t-shirt on you as well there, so styling out the F45 look. So congratulations, Dia, well done. So we'll see you the next time that you're back in with us for that voucher.
And apologies, dear, for not being very inconspicuous with the photos.
Not at all.
I was like that this morning.
Yeah. You're filming us dressed up.
Should also have said in the previous slide, we are setting up a wall of fame just as you come in by the entrance, and so we will be getting the male and female winners. We'll get an action shot in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have that up on the wall with your name on it. So everyone who comes into the studio in the coming months and years from here will also see that you have been a winner, and then other future winners will be added into that wall of fame. Right, so that's the female winner. What about the male winner? So the male winner is Hector. Hector has been absolutely incredible, exactly. Whey! Well done, Hector. We have seen such a transformation in Hector. It's quite incredible. Hector is a proud member of the 70s club. How he gets his heart rate up to those levels, God only knows. But the fact that he's always bouncing around or skipping in between the breaks is something to behold. So a 6% reduction of total weight, 32.5% reduction in body fat mass over 6 weeks. I don't know if you talk to Hector, he would say even from the end of July when we first got acquainted with Hector until now, it's been even greater transformation than that. For me, what I've also seen is quite a lot of definition in Hector with the muscle mass going on, which is testament to pushing himself, trying to lift heavier weights every time he comes in, experimenting and trialing that. So again, a good reduction in visceral fat and the in-body score increased by a massive 7 points. And pretty good on the box jumps by evidence here as well.
Yeah,
So,
thanks very much, guys. It's been brilliant.
And I won't say too much about Hector and what he does, but he certainly does a very important job for our community, and we're all very, very proud of the work and contribution that Hector's making into the broader society. So we're absolutely thrilled, Hector, to have you into our studio and have a new part of our community, and we very much look forward to see you keep coming back.
Yeah, brilliant. I definitely will be. Thanks everyone.
No, big congratulations. Well done. So if I just try to wrap up, the next challenge we have a couple of weeks off for those that are interested, and I think there'll be new members coming in to the next challenge on the 26th of October to the 9th of December. F45 has now moved into 6-week challenges. It's an opportunity to thank anybody who's a member can take part in it at no additional cost whatsoever. It's one to consider, whether you want to opt in, be part of the WhatsApp group and part of the formal group where we take your stats and talk about goals, or even just yourself and you want the trainers to know what you're up to and you want a bit of help with that. We would love to have you on board. But just in conclusion, can I say, a big reason myself and Lisa were very keen to set up an F45 studio was, number one, to build a local community of people who lives in very, very close vicinity to the studio, which I think we are doing, evidence of the people contributed here. And secondly was myself and Lisa and David and the team of trainers can all have a little bit of a contribution to trying to help people with their fitness and with their lifestyle goals. And if we can do that through the challenge and through the other contributions that we're doing, that just makes us so proud and so fulfilled. And so we're delighted to see these results, amazed to see the scores. And again, you should all be incredibly proud of the work and the effort that you guys have done. And I can't wait to see you all back in the studio. So with that, we'll close it for now. We have it recorded, we'll post it on Facebook for those that do want to watch it back. For everyone in the next couple of days, when you come into the studio, you'll have a little bag waiting for you soon with that t-shirt and with the certificate. And for the winners, we'll get those vouchers to you, and we're looking forward to hearing how you get on in the restaurant. So wish everyone a very nice evening, and thanks again for joining us tonight.
Oh, before we go.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, guys.
Good evening.